short. Keep your hands there. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. If you don't want assist today or you don't want lotions, just raise a leg and down dog split, and we won't touch you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Thank you. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Soften your knees a little. Exhale, 7. And push your chest back with your knees bent a little. Keep your knees bent. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. On the inhale, come forward to a plank and stay in plank. Look slightly forward and lengthen the tailbone toward the heel. So you're not lifting the pelvis up anymore, but you're pushing the floor away from you in the center of your back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. Bob, when you leave, don't forget to turn down the lights. Soften the knees, slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Keep the hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. And press the palms down. Now, if your hands are lifting up, you're going to use blocks underneath your hands. So you want your palms pressing down. You want your sit bones lifting up. You want the quadriceps lifting up. So that means you're not really bending your knees, but you're not locking your knees either. You know, there's a difference between softness in the knees and bending the knees. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Thank you. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Then heel toe the feet out as wide as your mat. Come down to a squat. Your heels will be on the mat. Your toes will be on the bamboo floor. So you're going to go a little wider than you normally think you should. Go all the way so your heels are on the edge of the mat. Your toes are on the bamboo floor. And press your palms together. Press out with your forearms. Squeeze in with your knees. Yogi squat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Now just press me away a little. Exhale, 7. So push up just a little. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Good. Then place the hands on the floor. Come sit down. Extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Exhale, place the right foot on the outside of your left knee. Dorsal flex your left foot. So pull your left toes back toward you. On the inhale, lift the left arm up alongside the left ear. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Bring your right hand behind you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. So bring your foot down just a little. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, come back to center line. Exhale, extend your right leg. Inhale, bend your left knee. Place your left foot on the outside of your right knee. You don't have to go any higher. This is just a warm-up. Then dorsal flex your right foot, meaning don't point your toes away from you. Pull your toes back. lift your right arm alongside your right ear, and don't look at that watch again. I'll take it away. Exhale and twist over to the opposite side. So that Apple Watch and getting those little messages on the Apple Watch, that is not very yogic. Remember, inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Nothing's that important. Exhale 3. Think of God instead. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend both the knees. Place the heels where the knees were. Feet about hips width distance apart, parallel. So the feet are going to come apart. And then bring the hands behind you. Not too much, about hips width distance. That's going to be about 2 of your fist. Bring your hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. Fingers pointing forward. Bring the chin into the chest. On the inhale, lift the hips into tabletop. If comfortable, let the head go back, craniosacral. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. Good. And come sit on a blanket for a moment. All right. And I'm going to move this up a little bit. Everybody kind of like, sometimes everybody's like, everybody kind of set up way far away from us. So we'll move closer. All right. All right. We're going to chant a little bit. All right. I'm going to chant. We're going to chant 2 different things. We're going to chant from page 12, number 6. And then we will also chant. Oh, I know. Let's do it this way. I want to do it this way. I think I did the same thing last time I did this. We're going to actually chant from page 35 first. We're going to chant from page 35, then number 72, then we'll go back over to page 12. So we're going to chant the Guru mantra first. So 3 ohms. Om. 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 So I'm going to do it all the way through first, then we're going to do it together, okay? Because I think most everybody knows it. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Together. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. One more time. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That last part twice. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om. All right. So now turn over to page 12. We're going to chant number 6. And we'll do this the same way. I'll sing it all the way through, then we'll sing it together. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mretyo Ma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Your turn. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mretyo Ma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One more time. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mretyo Ma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. So these two mantras have a lot of metaphoric meaning to them. Like the guru mantra could be talking about a real person, somebody who's an enlightened teacher, who's like, because it comes from the guru scrotum, which is a puja that's usually performed on Guru Purnima, which is a time of the year where you acknowledge the spiritual teachers in your life. It could be for a living person. However, it could also be meant for like the metaphors and cycles that you go through in your life. Just like going to class, like you come in, you do a warm up, then you do a little discourse, then you do a vinyasa, you become mountains and trees and birds and planes, even sometimes, I don't know, and then you die. That's what happens. You die. And that's like people don't get that part, that you have this whole thing that happens, and then you get to lay down in shavasana and let go of it, right? So Guru Brahma, the beginning of a cycle, is a teacher. Guru Vishnu, the middle of a cycle, is a teacher. Guru Deva Maheshwaraha, the ending of a cycle, is a teacher. That idea of letting go of it. There's a teacher in plain sight. There's a teacher that will reveal itself when the time is right. I humbly bow down to the guru, the remover of ignorance, the enlightenment principle that is always omnipresent, omnipoint, always there if I'll just open my eyes and see it, right? If I just wake up, that's the idea of yoga, is like to wake up and see that omnipresent thing that's always there, that teacher. But then you have, like, why can't you see the teacher? Well, the other prayer is about that. Lead us from changing reality, asat, to unchanging reality, or truth, sat. Lead us from spiritual darkness to spiritual light. Lead us from identification with the finite body to the identification with the eternal soul. And then, therefore, once I start to identify with the Atman, the internal soul, I can have peace. There'll be peace within me all over. There'll be peace around me. There'll be peace universally, right? So it's that I'm identifying with the wrong things, that I can't see the teachers. I can't see the teachings of the cycles because I'm identifying with something that's, I'm connecting myself to the wrong message. Yoga helps us to lift that veil of what yoga calls avidya, which is translated many times into ignorance. Ignorance can be kind of a harsh word. It can also be translated into misknowing, or a lack of knowledge, or a lack of being able to see, right? Vidya is to shine light on it, to know it, to see it. So ignorance may be kind of a harsh word to use, but it is kind of a lack of acknowledging something. Yoga helps us to remove that veil of avidya so that we can see clearly and we can see the cycles. So in the class today, see if you can see the cycles of the beginning, the middle, and the ending. And how that tomorrow when you come to class, it's going to start all over again, right? Fold up your chant books. Stephanie, I'll come by and pick them up. Come to the top of your mat, standing into Tadasana, coming into a mountain. Big toes and heels touch, tailbone moves toward pubic bone, gaze is at the horizon. And take a moment, bring the hands together in prayer, and set an intention to start to recognize those cycles, seeing the Guru Brahma, the Guru Vishnu, the Guru Deva Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. With straight legs, on the inhale, hook thumbs in front of you, raise the arms up alongside the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten the arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to feet, step the right foot back into a lunge and look forward. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank with the breath. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to the heels, lifting the knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands and look forward. Exhale, left foot next to the right and fold, press the palms down. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. One breath. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step the left foot back into a lunge and look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank with the breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to the heels, lift knees up, downward dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets left and fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana. So when you hook your thumbs, bring your fingers away from each other. There'll be more space in between your shoulders. On your inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step right foot back, looking forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, lifting the knees, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left foot next to right and fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, reverse the flow of energy. Arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot steps back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot meets left and fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana. Inhale, bend knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, put the hands on the earth, then extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Don't rush the cycle. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. One breath. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step back, looking forward, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Looking forward, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lift your heels up. Exhale, 2. Notice how you're kind of turning your feet out. Exhale, 2. Inhale, even. Now it's too far the other way. Exhale, 3. 2 fists. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the straight legs. Press the palms down. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, reach the arms up. Press the palms together. Palms together. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana. All right, do you know chair seats? Okay, let's do chair. On your inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair. Press your palms together. Then exhale, put your hands on the floor, extend your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your head and chest halfway. Look up. Keep looking up. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga. Your hands got to be down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Why are you looking back at your feet? Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the floor, looking forward, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, Chaturanga. Looking forward, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past the hands. Inhale, jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up, Utkatasana, press the palms together. Exhale, stand up, Tadasana, good. Turn the palms into Dasana. So they keep going out more and more and more. Finally, you're just gonna fall over backwards, okay? So there's a happy medium there, meaning that the shoulders should be in a neutral position. And you shouldn't be like you're in the Russian military. There should be something relaxed about your mountain. On your inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, place your hands on the floor, extend your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, turn the left heel down, come up, Warrior 1. Then exhale, open the arms and hips, Warrior 2. Inhale, extend your right leg. Now check your back foot out. Turn your back foot in on a little bit of an angle. Don't have your foot at a 90-degree angle, so more 45. Then as you turn your foot in on a 45-degree angle, move your right foot forward. Be more generous. So see that little line right there? Follow that line with this foot. No, see it right there? Turn, yeah. And then exhale, bend the right knee, Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. See, that's why Aloe put these little shiny lines so you could follow it. What good is it if you can't see the teacher? Even your mat has a teacher and you can't follow it. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale, step your right foot forward more. Exhale, 5. Good. On your inhale, extend your right leg. Now, exhale, reach forward toward the windows. Place the right hand on the right shin, lift the left arm up. Now, as you do that, try not to lean forward. Pull your ribs in. Pull your tailbone down toward your heel, just like you did in plank. Inhale. Exhale, look up at your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On the inhale, lift all the way up to a standing position. Find your balance. Then exhale, bend your right knee. Place your right hand outside your right foot. And inhale, left arm alongside the left ear. Now you're going to bend your knee so that you're at a 45-degree angle, a 90-degree angle, actually. And then look right here in your palm. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Lift your left shoulder up a little. Exhale, 2. Look here, not forward. There. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, gently place the left hand down. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Okay. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Turn your right foot down on a 45-degree angle. So check that angle out before you come up. Then come up warrior 1. Keep your foot at that angle. Good. Exhale, open up the arms and hips, warrior 2. Then extend your left leg. Notice that your left knee is in front of your left foot. Keep your right foot there. Move your left foot forward a lot. Then exhale, bend your left knee so your left knee is over the ankle, not in front of it. So that means that you're not stepping forward and back far enough. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Tuck your tailbone under, so don't J-low it. Exhale, 3. No J-low. Exhale, 4. Squeeze here. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend your left leg. Then exhale, reach forward toward the windows. Straight left leg, left hand on the left shin, right arm raises up. You're going to pull the ribs in toward each other. So you're going to knit the ribs together. You're going to lengthen the tailbone toward your heels. I know it's different for you, right? Inhale. Exhale, 1. She's looking like, oh, I've never felt that before. Exhale, 2. Inhale, because you're always in an anterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, 3, which means you're always in a back bend. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, come all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the left knee, left hand outside the left foot on the floor or block. I like a block for this. And then right arm reaches toward the windows. And you're going to look into your right palm. And there's an extension through that right arm. And there's a little rotation in the shoulder, which allows you to come down and back. Inhale. But it's from the wrist. It happens in the wrist. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Much better over here. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, gently place your left hand down. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Good. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look past your hands. Inhale, jump your feet in between your hands. Exhale, fold over your legs. Press your palms down. Good. Then inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Reach your arms up, press your palms together. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana. Good for you. On the inhale, standing on your right foot, bend your left knee into your chest. Give your left knee a hug with both hands. Now, as you hug the knee into your chest, drop your left hip even with the right. Don't hike your left glute up. Keep the hips even. Then exhale, open up your left knee. Place your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. are on your right calf, but not on your knee joint. Now press down into your right foot to lift up. Bring your hands together in prayer and gaze at one spot that's not moving. Press here. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good on your inhale. Bring your left knee forwards. Give your left knee a hug. And then exhale, place your left foot on the floor next to the right. Tadasana mountain seat. Good. On your inhale, bend your right knee into your chest. Give your right knee a hug. And as you hug your knee in, make sure you're dropping your right hip. Because what you'll find is if you lift your right hip, you'll wobble to the outside of your left foot. You'll lose your balance. Then open up your right knee. Place your right foot on the inside of your left thigh or your left calf, but not on your knee joint. You don't want it on the knee joint. Bring the hands together in prayer. Find balance. Press down to lift up to find the balance. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On your inhale, bring your right knee forward. Give your right knee a little hug. Good. And then exhale, place your right foot on the floor next to the left Tadasana mountain seat. Everybody step off your yoga mat onto this lovely bamboo flooring. And then bring your feet together. I'll step back enough so everybody can see me, okay? So we're going to practice seat of Isis. This is Sharon Gannon, my teacher from Jivan Mukti used to say this was about a levitation, about learning to levitate. So here again, palms face inward on your Tadasana. With your feet grounding into the earth, I want you to feel your feet on this bamboo floor. Extend your left foot and put your left toe on the ground like you're in a high heel shoe. Notice if you're already starting to lose your balance. How do I find my balance? I drop the left hip even with the right. So I don't hike the hip like I'm not dancing. Hips are even. All right. Inhale, exhale, flex your foot, pull your toes back. Inhale, point, put your toes on the floor. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Notice if you're already losing your balance. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Now keep your foot pointing, but exhale, pull your toes back like Barbie's foot. Did you see the movie Barbie? Think of Barbie. Inhale. Exhale, 1. So pull your toes back. Exhale, 2. You can help her, Stephanie. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now on your inhale, step down on the ball of your left foot as you lift your right heel up like you're in 2 high-heeled shoes. You're in 2 high-heeled shoes standing on your tiptoes. Your shoulders are over your hips and you're pressing down to lift up. Now exhale, bend your knees, keep your shoulders over your hips and float your arms up to shoulder height with your palms facing up. You're not on a tightrope for this. Inhale, extend your legs. Press into the floor to lift out of it. Exhale, bend your knees, float your arms up to shoulder height. Notice if you're wobbling. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, drop your right heel to the floor. Inhale, bend your left knee into the chest. Give your left knee a hug. Exhale, place your left foot on the floor next to your right. On the inhale, extend your right foot. Put your right toe on the floor. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex 2. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex 3. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex your toes back like a Barbie's foot. So look at my foot, how I'm pointing down like I'm in a high heel shoe on the right side. Exhale, 1. So I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. Exhale, 2. I'm spreading my toes. Exhale, 3. Notice how I'm not hiking up this hip. On the inhale, step down on the ball of your right foot without being on a tightrope. Notice how your back foot's turning out. Guru's everywhere. Exhale, bend your knees, float your arms up to shoulder height. Inhale, extend like you're levitating. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring your left heel to the floor. Inhale, bend your right knee into your chest. Give your right knee a hug. And then exhale, put your right foot on the floor next to your left Tadasana mountain seat. Come back to your mat. Standing on your mat. Did everybody feel your feet really waking up? Like now your feet are kind of tingling and burning, right? On your inhale, standing on your right foot, bend your left knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers underneath your left thigh and let your left thigh be heavy. So don't hike your hip up. Notice if I'm hiking my hip up. If I hike my hip up, I roll to the outside of my right foot and I can't find my balance. Exhale, extend and flex. Inhale, point and bend. Inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point and bend. Inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point your toes this time. Keep your leg extended. Inhale, bring your arms alongside your ears. Try not to lean backwards. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a less listening test. Bring your arms alongside your body. Now, bend both your knees and bring your knees together. Bend both your knees and bring both your knees together. Dorsal flex your left foot. Keep your knees bent. Tilt your torso forward until your torso is parallel with your left foot toward the ceiling. On your inhale, extend your arms and legs, reaching your arms back toward the mirrors, pushing through your left foot, warrior 3. So arms are going back. Notice if you're taking your arms forward, I said back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Notice if you're softening the foot and there's no dorsal flex anymore. 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Now listen. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently place your left hand on the floor underneath your block. Your left hand is underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, reach your right arm straight up into the air. Now notice if your hand is behind your shoulder instead of in line with your shoulder. Exhale, 1. Good. Keep this hip lifted. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. So this is a better assist for that, Stephanie. Exhale, 4. Other side. Inhale. Exhale, gently place your right hand on the floor. Your right hand is underneath your right shoulder, not by your foot. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Look forward. Exhale, fold forward over your standing right leg. Walk your hands back. As you walk your hands back, press your palms down. On your inhale, lift your left leg higher even by pressing down. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift your head and chest up as you bend your left knee. Open and stack your hips even higher. Exhale, bring your left knee behind your right calf like a curtsy. Inhale, straighten your legs, unfurl. Exhale, bring your left knee behind your right calf like a curtsy. Come halfway down. Inhale, straighten legs, unfurl. Exhale, bring your left knee behind your right foot and sit all the way down for Adva Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. On the inhale, lift the left arm up, and exhale, twist over to the right. Bring your right hand behind you. Try to get your right hip down. So if you've had a hard time kind of balancing, and it's been because you lift your hip, notice if you're lifting your hip here instead of pulling your hip down which totally changes the asana altogether, right? So as I put more weight into my right hip, I twist more from the spine and not the hip and the sacrum. Inhale. Exhale 1. So put more weight over on the right side. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Put this toe down. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Inhale. Come back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Keep the shoulders over the hips. Don't lean to the left. Inhale, come back to center and set up for ankle to knee. Stack the right shin on top of the left. Your right foot is off your left knee. Your left ankle is underneath the right knee, and the feet are going to dorsal flex. So all of those little things we've been doing, we've been learning the difference between plantar flex and dorsal flex. So dorsal flex, the toes pull toward the knee. Inhale, lift the head and chest, and exhale, fold forward. Bring the arms out in front of you. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Inhale. Lift your head and chest. Now lift your knees up. Put your feet flat on the ground. All right? Now your feet are right next to each other. You're going to open up your knees so your legs are in a V shape. Then you're going to reach your arms forward. You're going to press into your hands and like magic stand up. But you can't do it if you're outside of your feet. Good for you. All right. Now, standing on your left foot, bend your right knee into your chest. Give your right knee a hug. Then interlace your fingers underneath your right thigh. Let your right leg be heavy. Don't hike the hip. Drop the hip. On the inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point and bend. Inhale, extend and flex. Exhale, point and bend. Inhale, extend and flex. Keep the leg extended. Exhale, point the toes. Inhale, arms alongside the ears. Grow taller. Don't lean back. If you lean back, you'll fall. Exhale 1. Inhale, lower your foot a little bit instead of lean back. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Now on your inhale, bring your arms alongside your body. Bend both your knees and bring your knees together. Tilt forward. Then extend your arms and legs back, reaching for the wall behind you. Inhale, point your toes down in the back. Exhale 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Nice, Sally. Inhale. Exhale, gently place your right hand down underneath your right shoulder. Inhale, lift your left arm up into the air and look over your left shoulder. Rotated half moon, other way. Inhale, hand here. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2, lift this leg. Exhale 3, engage this muscle. Exhale 4, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, gently put your left hand down. Good. Then exhale, fold forward over your left leg. Good. Inhale. Exhale 1. Good. Inhale. You can lift the right leg higher. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, lift your head and chest up. Bend your right knee and open and stack your hips to the right side. Then exhale, bring your right knee behind your left calf like a curtsy. Inhale, straighten both your legs. Unfurl, lift back up into a standing split. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your right knee behind your left calf like a curtsy. Inhale, straighten your legs, unfurl. Exhale, bring your right knee behind your left foot and sit all the way down. Seated spinal twist. Good. Now, you're going to make sure you're not sitting on the right heel. On the inhale, lift the right arm up, left toe presses down, left toe presses down, and then exhale, twist over to the left. Good. Inhale. So here's the answer to that. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. You got a cramp. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist over to the right, shoulders over hips. Inhale, come center and set up for ankle to knee. Move your right shin forward, stack your left shin on top of the right. Feet are going to dorsal flex, meaning the toes are pulling in toward the middle line. Lift the head and chest, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, lift your head and chest up. Lift your knees up. Place your feet on the floor. Bring the feet together. You can bring the feet together right now. You still have plenty of space there, young lady. And come stand up. Oh, there you go. Isn't that fun? All right. Step away from the front of your mat just a little bit. All right. And then bring your feet together. Big toes and heels touch. Then bring the hands together. Then lift high on the balls of your feet like you're in high heel shoes. Now, as you do that, press down to lift up. This is called tiptoe asana. Press your inner heels together to strengthen your ankles. So the heels touch. Exhale 1. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Good, Sally. Inhale. Exhale, start to bend your knees, descend your seat towards your lifted heels. This is going to get you to activate your hips and your thighs. Then open up your knees. Place your hands on the floor underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips up a little bit, squeezing your upper arm bones with your knees. Now look forward at the windows. Bend your elbows, put weight forward into your hands, making your feet light. Lift your little toes off the floor and bring your toes to touch behind you like a bird's tail feather. Inhale. Exhale 1. Good, everybody. Inhale. Exhale 2. Good, Anna. Exhale 3. Now listen. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can jump back into a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Now listen, this is so difficult. On your inhale, jump your feet out wider than your mat. Exhale, grab the front corners of your mat. On your inhale, stand up with your mat and go to the wall. Like I said, it was very difficult. All right. Yeah, bring your props with you. Whatever you want to bring with you. You're going to stay at the wall the rest of the time. All right. So everybody come and sit with your back against the wall, your sacrum against the wall, and your legs extended straight out in front of you with your feet dorsal flexed, meaning that you're pulling those toes back. Now, notice if you're already kind of slumping into your sacrum, kind of going into it like, oh, I'm going to relax. So a lot of who was really good with geometry in school? Were you good with geometry? I was terrible at it too. So when everybody said 90-degree angle, I was like, what? So it took me a long time. It took me like before I did not do well in geometry in school. It took me till I was 48 years old and I started practicing yoga. I learned the difference between a 90-degree angle and a 45-degree angle because all of a sudden I was doing it in my body and I remembered it. So this is a 90-degree angle, what you're in right now. This is what your downward dog should feel like. Does your downward dog feel like this? No? Extend your arms up alongside your ears. Now, turn your palms to face upward with your thumb against the wall. Now, bring your arms closer to your ears and protract your shoulders away from the center of your back, pushing the ceiling away. So an extension of your arms with your scapula moving away from the spinal column and moving up into the shoulder muscles, the scapula. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, 1, push. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, relax. Okay, so that's the feeling you should have in an L-shaped handstand. Okay, we're going to do an L-shaped handstand at the wall. All right, and it's a 90-degree angle. I'm going to take your spot, Stephanie. So I'm going to come onto my hands and knees. You can just watch me do it. I'm going to come onto my hands and knees. I'm going to bring my feet against the wall. My hand placement is super important. I'm not walking my hands way back, nor am I walking them way forward. I'm going to bring my wrist crease right underneath my shoulder, right? The further I go up, even if it feels more comfortable, I'm going to slide down the wall because there's not enough pressure. So I got to bring hips and over the knees. I'm going to lift the knees up. I'm going to step the left foot on the wall. I can see my left big toe. I'm not going to go any higher than my vision. Then I'm going to extend the legs. And I'm going to stay here for 5 breaths. But then I'm going to lift my right leg up in there. I'm going to dorsal flex my right foot. I'm going to pull my right hip toward the left hip. So I'm in a warrior 3 upside down like you did in the standing asanas. Then after 5 breaths, I'm going to switch and I'm going to extend. I'm not going to point and open. I'm actually going to dorsal flex and pull back and find the 90-degree angle again. And then put the foot on the wall. I'll come down. I'll rest in child's seat. Okay, your turn. Come onto your hands and knees. Bring your feet against the wall. Bring your knees and hips in line with each other. Then place your hands on the floor with your wrist crease just in front of your shoulders. And measure everything out very carefully. Don't rush into things. So Sally, bring your feet all the way, heels all the way to the wall. Then lift your knees up. Come into a down dog with your heels on the wall. Then step your left foot onto the wall. See your left big toe. Don't go any higher than your vision. Then step your right foot next to your left and straighten your legs. Push your feet into the wall instead of bend your knees. Good. And look back at your knees. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Notice you're a little uneven. Exhale, 3. Walk back just a little with your hands. Exhale, 4. Not up. No. Back with your hands. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now inhale. Lift your right leg up into the air. Dorsal flex your right foot. Pull your right hip in. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Straighten this leg. Exhale, 3. There you go. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, put your right foot onto the wall. Inhale, lift your left leg into the air. Dorsal flex your left foot. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, push. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently put your foot on the wall and walk down and come into a child's seat. Good, everybody. So that's actually a lot harder than just kicking up into the wall. Kicking up into the wall is a little scarier because both your feet leave the ground and you're kind of only on your hands and you're like, oh, I could fall over. But in reality, you have to activate more muscles and contract more muscles to do the L-shaped handstand. When you're in a regular handstand at the wall, you really are just protracting your scapula and pushing the floor away from you. You do have to activate the core strength a little bit or you'll come falling over, but you're not working half as hard as you are in L shape. Shoulder girdle, core, quadriceps, glutes, every fiber of your body in that 90-degree angle is working. So I want you to experience the difference between the two of them. Turn and face the wall. So spin around and face the wall. Place your hands on the floor about 6 inches away from the wall. And then lift your knees up coming into a short down dog. Now here you're going to walk your feet forward and you're going to look past your fingers. And then you're going to lift your favorite leg up into the air. And then bend your standing knee and kick up and rest your heels on the wall. Yeah. And once your heels are on the wall, find that you just push into your arms to find your balance and stay upright. It's a totally different experience than that L shape. And here we're going to stay for 10 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1, come on up. Exhale 2, press. Exhale 3, you got to pull it all together. Exhale 4, inhale. So you're kind of doing this once you're up. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, lift up. Exhale 6, now pull it in. Exhale 7, pull it all in and squeeze it together. Exhale 8, pull this in. Exhale 9, good. Inhale. Exhale, come down and rest. All right. Difficult, right? Those are hard asanas. And I like that you're keeping working on it for a few minutes. Like you're like, I'm going to learn it, right? That's good. You'll do it. It takes time. Most of it is overcoming fear, mainly because the wall is there. You're not going to fall over on your back. You're not going to fall onto your head or your shoulders. The wall's there. The wall's a good teacher. But still, overcoming fear, even with a prop like a wall, to protect you is still hard. All right, a little headstand. So you can use the wall, interlace your fingers into one fist, place the top of your head on the floor behind the wrist crease, tuck the toes under, walk your feet forward. You can keep your feet on the floor coming into a dolphin. Or bring your knees into your chest, bring your heels toward the seat, coming into a half headstand. Or come all the way up and rest your heels on the wall. So do you know how to do it with across her forearms? So interlace your fingers, put your fingers together, interlace your fingers. So we're going to put your arms down. We're going to put your head, now you can rest your head here. Put your head here. All right, now bring your elbows in. Now lift your knees up. So see, if you can do that, you should be able to do that in a handstand. But here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to lay your butt down, okay? So I want you to find where your hips and your shoulders are in line with each other. So keep this foot here and lift this foot up in the air. So you got to pull your ribs in. Pull your ribs in. Because you're always kind of like this, okay? Now switch feet. But don't let your booty go back. Try to find shoulders, hips, knee, and ankle. That's better. That looks so much better. But get her to bring her knee into her chest, just like when the standing asana. Yeah. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll come here instead.
Okay.
Now bring your other knee into your chest. See how now I can, but as you come up, you're not going to roll on your back. So you're not going to roll here. You're going to stay here. So you're using this, not your neck. You're using those shoulders and all of these muscles in your shoulders and your arms. It is hard, but it's not too hard, but it is hard. Gently come down. Rest in child's seat. It is, you know what, the thing is like, I think that like sometimes the yoga practice, if everything's easy, and you know, you see that easy yoga, then it's very misleading on what the metaphor of the yoga practice is, right? Who cares if you ever learn to do a headstand? Like, I don't really care. What are you learning about yourself from doing the headstand? What are you learning about your fear or your feeling that it's too hard, that you would rather kind of like, it's easier to give up sometimes? That's what's more important. Mastering the asana, what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Why? Because remember when we chanted Asato Ma Sadgamaya, when I was 48 and I started practicing yoga 46, there were some things I could do that now that I'm 56, I can't do 10 years later. So it's harder for me. So do you ever master it? No, because you're always changing and and you're always evolving. And sometimes it doesn't change with age for the better. It actually, you lose. And yoga's about being comfortable with that loss, about being comfortable with that change, of letting go of what was, and still feeling good about who you are. On the inhale, lift all the way up. And it doesn't get any easier. It just gets harder. Extend your legs out in front of you, setting down. I wish it got easier. I wish everything would get easier. I don't care which way you face. You can face in or out. Flex your feet, lift your head and chest. And exhale, fold forward, hold on to the feet. Paschimottanasana. But like I said, everything is hard. Making rent every month is hard, right? And the nicer your apartment is, the harder it is. Being in relationships are hard. Just living from day to day with all the problems of the world is hard. You turn on the news and you see how hard it is. But you look for those teachings within the difficulty of it. On the inhale, lift up. And exhale, hands by the hips, Dandasana, staff seat. Incline plank, bring the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches with your fingers pointing forward. If you're against the wall, you want to move away from the wall a little bit. Point your toes like a ballet dancer. Bring your chin to your chest. On your inhale, lift your hips up. Let your head go back. Incline plank. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. Good for you. Bend your knees, open up your knees to the side, bring your feet together. Pull your heels a little closer to your pubic bone. Using your thumbs like you're opening up a book, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale. Lift the head and chest up. Now, lift your knees up. Cross one ankle over the other. I don't mind which one. Roll over your shins. Step back to a plank. Okay? I don't mind which way you face. Good here and don't knock. It's like a bowling alley over there. On your inhale, come forward to a plank if you're in a down dog. And exhale, bend your elbows, come lay down on your abdomen. And from here, you, like I said, I don't care which way you face. So if you want to turn around, it's whatever's up to you. Squeeze your legs together. On the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Locust. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Grab my wrist. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. Relax. Bring the forehead to the floor, bend the knees, grab the ankles. And as you grab the ankles, shift the weight from the pubic bone to the navel. And then on the inhale, lift up, kicking your feet into your hands, bringing the knees as high as the shoulders. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Bring your knees a little closer together. Exhale, 3. So you're going to use a little adductor. Exhale, 4. Good. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down and relax. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Now lift your shoulders. Exhale, 4. There. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. Good. Little vinyasa. Bring the hands by the chest, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, come down, roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, tickle the heels. Feet are about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. So when you bend your knees and tickle your heels, your ankles are going to be underneath your knees. And it's going to be just a great way to measure out your body. On the inhale, lift the hips to lower the middle back. Clasp the hands together in a fist. Or you can hold on to your yoga mat. That's an option. Or you can hold on to your ankles. That's also an option. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. So make a fist like this. Exhale, 3, and then get your shoulders underneath you. Exhale, 4, moving your scapula. There. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently release the hands. Come down the upper, the middle of the lower back. So from here, we're going to practice upward bow. you can use the wall. You can put blocks against the wall. You can put belts on your arms. You can put a block between your thighs. If you have a tendency to always kind of let your feet go out to the side and your knees go out to the side, you know, one of the cool things is you can take a block and you could put it between your thighs so you know what your thighs are doing. Yeah, it's super cool, man. It's like Guru Vishnu all over the place. Now, squeeze that block. Place your hands by your head on your inhale. Come up. Now, don't lose the block. Squeeze. Exhale 1. Now, lift your pelvis by squeezing your butt. Exhale 2. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Nice hearing. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin in the chest and come down. Does that feel different for you? Activate this. Yeah. Don't let that relax. Activate those big muscles. Okay. Let's do another one. Place the hands by the head. On the inhale, come back up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Good for you. Exhale 2. I like that block. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin into the chest and come down. Do this. I want you to experience this. Put this foot here. Then put this foot here. Okay? Now this is going to put more weight in your hands because your weight is all in your feet right now, which I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be opposite. Okay? Place your hands next to your head. On your inhale, come up. Exhale 1. Good. Inhale. Nice. Exhale 2. Inhale. Now lift here. Exhale 3. Lift from here. Exhale 4. Inhale. Good. Exhale 5. Good. Bring your chin to your chest and come down. Did that feel really different for you? How was it different? You felt more weight in your hands. Yeah. Now bring the knees into your chest. Give your knees a hug. And you can make little circles on the sacrum. So everything in our life's a teacher. And every moment there's like a teacher in front of us. But most of us go through our life kind of with blinders on. We don't really see any of these teachings, and we don't see these teachers. And that's the majority of us. The minority, who start working profoundly on a deep spiritual yoga sadhana, and then they start to see the writing on the wall, as it said. Bring the knees over to the left, extend the right arm out, look over the right shoulder. And when you start to really see the writing on the wall, then you start to make little subtle changes that are going to lead you to very different kind of so Stephanie, put one foot against the sacrum. That one. Yeah, go all the way against the sacrum. Now you can really move him. So it's just like a seated twist. Then come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. And then go to the other side. And then come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. And everybody, let's wrap your arms around your shins, rock up to a seated position, and go to the wall. Sit with your hip against the wall and come lay down in the middle of your back with your legs up the wall. In Viparina Karani. I feel like it's one of those Viparina Karani nights. And so here again, you're making that 90-degree angle again. And that 90-degree angle really keeps repeating itself tonight for some reason. And even when you think about like how something like that could happen, like a 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, over and over and over again tonight. You know, some people would say, oh, the universe is sending you a message. Listen, here's how I feel about those kind of statements that yoga teachers make. If everything is a message, if everything is a teaching, if everything is has something to help you understand that Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, then if you want to say that the universe is sending you a message, why not? If it gets you to open your eyes, if it gets you to wake up, if it gets you to take notice. But my belief is I don't think the universe is doing anything that it doesn't normally do. It just does what it does. Right? It's like a beautiful clock. Once it's wound, it works. It's like a Swiss watch. And the lessons that are there, the lessons that are there. The teachers that are there, the teachers that are there. The cycles that are there, the cycles that are there because the clock is working. But if you want to make something like really mystical out of it, you can. If it makes you feel better about it, if it makes you feel like it's more important. But a 90-degree angle would signify something that the points of meeting are very clear on what it is, and each right and left of the angle, or the top or the bottom, or the bottom and the side, have a certain linear quality to them. And maybe it's sometimes hard for us to find that kind of linear thing in life so that we can make a sharp angle that's clear and precise about what we're doing, what the action is. Maybe that's just simply the metaphor of all these right angles tonight. Bend the knees, place the feet on the wall, open up the knees to the side, and then bring the feet together. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara. Then bring the knees into the chest, give the knees a little hug, and gently roll over to the left. And let's set up for Shavasana, corpse seat. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave. Laying down on the back, Allow the breath to now just breathe the body. Let the body become heavy. Relax at the pelvic floor. Shavasana, corpse seat. Gently start to deepen the breath. As you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and toes. Stretch the arms overhead. Stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. And gently draw the knees into the chest, giving the knees a little hug. And then roll over to the right side. And pressing the left palm into the floor, lift the torso up. And come set up for meditation practice. And you can sit on a block or a blanket, but once you find that seat, find stillness and close the eyes. Start to draw the senses inward, allowing the breath to deepen. And as you inhale, focus the mind on the mantra Om and silently chant to yourself Om. And then as you exhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. And as the mind begins to wander and chatter and talk, focus on the breath, focus on the mantra. Try to calm the mind. Keep the mind focused. Inhaling Om, exhaling Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly, giving thanks and praise for the teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachings that are yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Don't forget that we're having 2 events on the 22nd at the same time. We've never done this. It's the first time for everything. Over in the annex, where my friend Deb Friedman is going to do a seated chakra meditation and practice. It will be easier than this class. I guarantee you. So if you're like interested in chakras, she just teaches from a different lineage. She's a Kripalu teacher, and she wrote a new book. And so you get the book with that workshop. If you want to boogie, baby, over here in this space, there's going to be a static dance on the 22nd. And I actually had a really nice time. I kind of had never really gone to an ecstatic dance event. I knew what they were, or I thought I knew what they were. I thought it was really a great energy. A lot of people came. Some guy came all the way from Philadelphia. Like it was like, and they have a nice following. They're not people you would that normally come to the studio. There were a few people you would know that came to the event, but they do like about an hour of guided movement to kind of just get everybody moving in the space. It's all led. It's not asana. It's very organic. And then the DJ comes on and the DJ plays for about 2 hours. And then there's like a 30-minute sound bath where everybody kind of does shavasana. But then what I thought was really nice is they all sat in a big circle in this room and like gave everybody time to express whatever they wanted to express about how they felt about the evening, or you know what they were going through. And some people had some kind of, you know, they were really some people who used that ecstatic dance practice as their form of practice that really helps get them through some difficulties in their life. And they were very candor. Their candor was very honest about what they were experiencing and how much ecstatic dance meant to them. And I was very touched by that. So if you aren't doing anything on the 22nd, plan to do maybe one of those events, or you could do like, you know, you could do like a Studio 54 kind of thing. You could try to run back and forth between 2 events at the same time and see if you can keep that up. Right? Like that could, like back in the old days when we used to go from club to club, you could do that. All right. Be love, be vegan. I'll see you later. Go to Danceteria, then you go over to like Palladium and back to Danceteria. I did. Then maybe over to Copacabana for a few moments. Then over to Roseland. Oh my God.